AI freelancing hit $4.1 billion in gross services volume on Upwork alone in 2025. And in 2026, artificial intelligence is reshaping the way people work, earn, and build businesses. For some, AI is a productivity tool. For others, it is becoming the foundation of an entirely new career. AI freelancing, digital products, automation consulting, and online side income. The freelancers earning $100 or more per hour are not prompt engineers. They are T-shaped specialists, people combining AI fluency with deep domain expertise in one specific field. The promise is straightforward. A single person with the right tools can now produce work that once required an entire team. But behind the promise is a more complicated reality. The opportunities are real, but so are the risks, the competition, and the exaggerated claims. This is the story of how people are attempting to move from $0 to $10,000 through AI-powered work. Why AI income is growing. The economic pressure behind this movement is difficult to ignore. Between 2020 and 2024, wages in the United States grew by 18%, while inflation increased by 21%. For many workers, earning more through a single job has not been enough to maintain the same standard of living. A 2026 My Perfect Resume survey reported that 72% of Americans rely on at least one secondary income source. 73% said financial necessity, rather than personal passion, was the primary reason. At the same time, the AI market has expanded rapidly, reportedly surpassing $500 billion and growing at roughly 30% annually. Demand for AI-related skills on Upwork rose by 109% in 1 year, while demand for AI video editing increased by 329%. AI freelancers on Upwork reportedly earned 34 to 44% more than the platform average, according to the Upwork Future Workforce Index 2026. The difference is not necessarily superior intelligence or more advanced education. In many cases, it comes from using tools that compress hours of work into minutes. Platforms such as Upwork and Fiverr have become major marketplaces where this demand is converted into paid assignments. The reality behind the hype. The growth of AI freelancing has also created a new wave of income promises. The Federal Trade Commission's Operation AI Comply, launched in September 2024, targeted companies accused of making deceptive claims about AI-powered wealth generation. Authorities pursued cases involving Do Not Pay, Ascend.com, and e-commerce empire builders. According to the script, several schemes caused more than $25 million in direct losses, while documented losses across multiple cases exceeded $55 million. The warning is simple. Effortless passive income is usually a sales pitch, not a business model. Many people who sell courses about passive AI income are not earning primarily from the methods they promote. Their main product is often the course itself. In the AI economy, distinguishing between a genuine service opportunity and an income promise is becoming just as important as learning the technology. The new AI toolkit. The tools themselves are becoming cheaper and easier to access. ChatGPT is used for proposals, emails, social media content, research, and early drafts. Claude, developed by Anthropic, is positioned as a tool for long-form writing and analysis. Jasper AI and Copy.ai have built broader ecosystems around AI-assisted marketing and content production. Canva provides accessible design tools, while Midjourney and DALL-E are used to generate images for digital products and creative projects. Gumroad, Etsy, and Shopify provide distribution channels for ebooks, planners, templates, guides, artwork, and other digital products. The important development is not any single platform. It is the combination of tools. Writing, design, research, marketing, and publishing can now be connected into a workflow that one person can manage. 3 emerging business models. The first major model is AI-assisted freelancing. Writers, marketers, editors, and content creators use AI to produce articles, social media posts, website copy, and email campaigns. Their value increasingly depends on editing, research, judgment, brand understanding, and the ability to deliver polished work rather than simply generating raw text. The second model is digital commerce. AI can support the creation of ebooks, planners, templates, artwork, and downloadable guides. Print-on-demand services such as Printful, Printify, and Redbubble extend this model to physical products, including shirts, mugs, and wall art, without requiring the seller to hold inventory. Gelato, with more than 140 production hubs across 32 countries, has become a significant competitor in this space, delivering 97% of orders within 72 hours. The January 2025 merger of Printful and Printify into a combined entity called Fuel created a network serving more than 10 million sellers. On the production side, direct-to-film printing, often called DTF, has emerged as the fastest-growing fulfillment method, expanding at roughly 28% annually and now representing a dominant share of on-demand apparel production. This path can create recurring sales, but it is usually slower and more competitive than online advertising suggests. The third model has a higher earning ceiling: AI automation consulting. Consultants help small businesses identify repetitive processes and connect them to tools such as Make, Zapier, and N8N. Make's visual workflow builder appeals to clients who want to see the logic of their automations. Zapier remains the most recognized name, but N8N's execution-based pricing can run 95% cheaper than Zapier at scale, a meaningful differentiator when pitching cost-conscious small business owners. In some cases, consultants build customer-facing chatbots using platforms such as Tidio, ManyChat, and Intercom. Other engagements may include AI features inside productivity platforms such as ClickUp and Notion AI. The commercial opportunity comes from solving a specific operational problem, reducing manual work, improving customer response times, or lowering administrative costs. The script estimates that AI automation projects can generate between $1,500 and $8,000 per engagement, while larger consulting projects may command between $5,000 and $25,000. It also describes a growing preference for pricing based on measurable results rather than hours worked. Where the money is and where it is not. The financial results vary widely. Some beginners may earn their first $100 within 1 or 2 months, while reaching $1,000 may take 3 to 6 months. Monthly earnings between $500 and $2,000 within the first 90 days are presented as possible, but not guaranteed. By the 12th month, the script describes $1,000 to $5,000 per month as a realistic range for some individuals, particularly those serving small businesses. More established solo operators may earn between $5,000 and $15,000 monthly. These figures should be viewed as scenarios, not promises. The median American side hustle reportedly earns around $200 per month, while the average is approximately $885. The gap between those numbers and the much larger figures promoted online is often explained by experience, client acquisition, specialization, and the ability to demonstrate measurable value. The highest paid freelancers are not necessarily producing better prompts. They are building systems that save time, reduce costs, or increase revenue. The freelance market is splitting. The broader freelance market is also changing. Fiverr reported exactly $97.8 million in revenue during the second quarter of 2026, down 10% year over year, with marketplace revenue falling 15.5% as AI-driven compression of low-value transactional work accelerated. The company connected the decline to AI replacing the simplest, most commoditized assignments. Basic assignments are becoming easier to automate and therefore more difficult to price competitively. At the same time, services requiring trust, strategy, subject knowledge, quality control, and business judgment are becoming more valuable. This is creating a divided market. Generalists competing on simple tasks face intense price pressure, while specialists who combine deep knowledge in one field with complementary AI and business skills can command higher rates. These combined capabilities are the definition of T-shaped skills. Deep expertise in one area, supported by a broad understanding of related tools and disciplines. In practice, this means a healthcare writer who also understands AI content workflows, or a supply chain analyst who can make automations for logistics teams. Human feedback and AI training. There is also a less visible part of the AI economy, training the models themselves. Reinforcement learning from human feedback, commonly called RLHF, relies on people evaluating AI responses, identifying errors, comparing outputs, and helping improve model behavior. At the technical level, this process often involves algorithms such as proximal policy optimization, PPO, which uses human preference data to fine-tune how models generate responses. Platforms such as Outlier, operating under Scale AI, which has reportedly paid more than $500 million to a contributor network of over 700,000 people, connect workers with AI response evaluation tasks. Datanotation.tech has emerged as one of the most active competing platforms, offering structured annotation work with competitive per-task rates. Surge AI focuses on higher complexity annotation assignments, while Labelbox serves enterprise clients managing large-scale labeling pipelines. RemoteAsks, one of the earlier entrants in this space, continues to offer a broad range of image, text, and data labeling work to a global workforce. Amazon Mechanical Turk represents an older and broader marketplace for data labeling work, usually with lower pay per task, but a high volume of assignments. Specialists in areas such as medicine, law, engineering, and other technical fields may qualify for higher paid evaluation work through platforms such as Mercor. This sector illustrates an important contradiction in the AI economy. AI reduces the need for some types of labor, while simultaneously creating demand for people to supervise, evaluate, and improve the systems replacing that labor. The adoption gap. The opportunity described in the script ultimately comes from a gap between adoption and expertise. It estimates that 88% of organizations use AI in at least one business function, while 42% report difficulty finding people who can implement it effectively. The tools are becoming widely available. ChatGPT alone is described as having hundreds of millions of weekly users. What remains scarce is not access to AI, but the ability to apply it to a specific business problem. A restaurant may need a customer service chatbot. A construction company may need automated document processing. A marketing agency may need a faster content review system. A small manufacturer may need better internal knowledge management. In each case, the commercial value comes from understanding the problem before selecting the tool. Closing perspective. The path from $0 to $10,000 through AI is not built on a magic prompt or effortless passive income. It depends on a combination of technology, specialization, communication, quality control, and trust. AI can amplify a person's ability to deliver work, but it does not eliminate the need for judgment or responsibility. The people most likely to benefit from the AI economy are not simply those with access to the newest tools. They are the ones who can connect those tools to real outcomes for real customers. The barrier to entry may be lower than ever, but the lasting advantage will belong to those who can turn artificial intelligence into dependable, measurable value.